There's something nobody tells you after someone walks out of your life. You think the pain you're carrying right now is the problem. It's not. The real problem is what you're about to do next. And most people get it completely wrong. Because the ones who make people regret losing them, they don't beg, they don't chase, they don't fall apart. They do one thing, and it flips everything. Stay with me. I'm going to break it down step by step. Step 1. Go quiet. For real. The first move is silence. Not the kind where you're checking their profile every hour and just not texting. Actual silence. No messages, no calls, no reactions to their stories, no asking people around you what they've been up to. Nothing. I know what's going through your head. If I go quiet, they'll forget I exist. That's the opposite of what happens. When you were always reachable, always a text away, you became predictable, expected. Background noise. The moment that noise stops, something shifts in their head. Where did they go? Why did they stop? Did something change? Your absence starts asking questions they didn't know they had. But here's what matters more. You're not going quiet to mess with their head. You're going quiet because you need the space to rebuild yours. Step 2. Stop broadcasting your pain. Here's where most people blow the whole thing. They go silent to that person, but then they vent to literally everyone else. Friends, family, social media. Every conversation circles back to it. Every sad quote posted. Every story shared about moving on. All of it gets back to them. And when it does, what do they think? Good. They're still stuck. I still have that power. You just handed them exactly what they need to feel comfortable about their decision. So what do strong people do instead? Someone brings it up. You keep it brief. I'm good. I'm focused on other things right now. That's the whole answer. No details, no drama, no reopening the file. When the message gets back, and it will, that you're not talking about it, not posting about it, not broken over it, that's when doubt starts. Wait, did they actually move on already? Step 3. Build while they watch. This is the step that actually does the work. While they're out of the picture, you upgrade. Not for them, for yourself. You start training. You pick up that skill you kept pushing back. You show up for the people who actually show up for you. You address the things you know needed work, your confidence, your habits, your direction. And something starts happening that you didn't expect. People around you notice. You carry yourself differently. You laugh more. You're lighter. Eventually they notice too. Maybe through a photo, maybe through someone mutual, maybe they run into you. And the story they had written, the one where you fall apart without them, it doesn't match what they're seeing. That's the moment. That's when it lands. They're doing better without me than they did with me. What did I just do? Step 4. Don't fall for the bait. After some time passes, it usually comes. A random text, a reaction to an old post, a "Hey, how have you been?" out of nowhere. These are tests, not commitments. They're throwing something small at you to see if you're still available, and this is where almost everyone undoes all the work. They light up, they respond immediately, they become open and eager again in a matter of minutes. And just like that, and they've confirmed, still there, still waiting, I can take my time. Don't do that. If they reach out casually, you respond casually. Or not at all. Doing well, thanks. Full stop. Back to your life. If they're serious, they'll show it. They'll explain. They'll put in real effort. One lazy text is not that. You've earned better than crumbs. Step 5. Live like the answer is already yes. The last step is the most important one, and it's the one most people skip. Stop living like you're waiting for a result. Start living like you've already got everything you need. Not because you're pretending, but because it's actually true. You have yourself, your goals, your future, the people who choose you every day without conditions. One person's exit doesn't change any of that unless you let it. When you move through life with that energy, it's visible. It's not something you perform. People feel it. You're not chasing. You're not waiting. You already chose yourself. And when they see that, really see it, that's when regret doesn't just visit them. It moves in. because they had you. And they chose to let that go. Here's something I want to be straight with you about. When you do all of this, when you go quiet, stop talking about it. Build yourself up. Something unexpected might happen. They come back, but you realize you don't want them to. Because in the time they were gone, you figured something out. You're actually fine. Better than fine. The version of you that exists now? That person doesn't need the old story anymore. That's the real win. Not revenge, not getting them back, not proving a point, just becoming someone so solid in who they are that whether they return or not, it genuinely doesn't change the answer. You're good either way, and that's the most powerful place you can be. So, pick one step. Just one. Start today. Maybe it's closing the app and not checking their profile. Maybe it's the last time you bring their name up to someone. One step, then another tomorrow. Before you know it, you'll look back and barely recognize how far you've come. If this hit, subscribe, because next week I'm covering exactly how to handle it when they come back trying to reopen the door. That one's important. You'll want to be ready. Now go. You already know what to do.